Hi guys, in this workshop I'm going to talk about the essay writing skills and how you should have type of essays which are coming in the exams. Fine, in your VAT. Yep. So that's the objective of the today's workshop. And trust me, getting a call is just the first step of phase one. Your phase two is converting that call, and trust me, this part is more difficult than getting a call. Yeah. For example, because from getting a call is just you need to be good. If you can answer the few questions, you will get a good score. You will get a call. But in GDPI, your answers you have to be good. You have to answer good. But the panelists should also like your answers, and that become very scary part because that is more of a subjective school of thinking. Yeah. So GDPI become more and more important. Fine. So this workshop is a part of the CET King MDP program. If you have joined us online, you can join us for the online program or the classroom program depending upon your availability and where you are based. Fine. So the objective of the MDP program is to train you for the exam. It's like a preschool before you join the B school. To give you a complete idea about what to expect in a B school interviews, find right from what comes under finance, what comes under marketing, to all these schemes, all these things, essay writing, case studies, GD, interview, all the skills. Yep. So moving on to the first type of essay, the argumentative essay, the most common essay in the Indian B school entrance exam, right from IIMs to all the B schools. This is the most common type of thing. They present an opinion. Fine. They either favor or disagree. To prove his own point, supported with the you have to support with the convincing facts and evidence from the reliable sources. So these are the 5 points you take care of when you are doing an argumentative essay. Fine. If you have joined CET, I'll give you the detail of all these things and how you should have approached these essays, because these essays have to be approached separately from the other essays. For example, some essays are just like essay to write an essay. Fine. Whereas some other essays will be there, some type of essays will be there where you can draw. Fine. Trust me, that's the main difference between CET students and others. That why we score more is because we draw. Everyone will write an essay here. Yeah, everyone will be a text-based things. But some of the essays where obviously not every essay you can draw, but some of the essays you have to draw. And that, trust me, will give you extra pointers than the normal other people's. Yep. So this is the first type of essay, which is argumentative essay. Right. Next type of essay is a biography essay. It's also called SOP. Fine. So writer's own life, somebody else, famous person you can write about. Make sure you include all the main aspects of your personal life: education, social, and professional life. Yeah, so that's all things to be covered in the SOP. Or they might give you on the spot essay, which is not very common in India, but sometimes they give an essay to be write on the spot, write something about yourself. So basically they're asking you to write an SOP. But SOP is again a very common, especially in Narsee Monjee. At the time of this video, Narsee Monjee had SOP. FMS is very common for SOP. Here. Third is the pictorial essay. Pictorial essay is also called a creative test. Most of the symbiosis this year onwards will have pictorial essay. Mica is another example which have a picture based this thing. Velinker PGDM used to have a picture based thing. So you'll get a one photograph or a collection of photographs on which you have to draw. Collage or a single photograph. You have to make out a story out of that. Fine. So that's a picture based RC. It's more of a creative testing there. Once if you have joined us, again you will get a couple of videos on this thing as well, because that's a very important part. Moving on to the descriptive essays, which is not very common thing. It's a detailed description about a topic, person, or a place. For example, what is your view about Olympics 2012? Fine. Any topic which is there as in general a descriptive kind of a RC essay, which is not very common in the Indian context. VAT is almost now 10% weightage is given to VAT for almost every B school, 10 to 15%. Yeah, now as of today, till the time this video was made, except for IMC, all other IMs have moved to a essay based thing or VAT. Yeah, so weightage is 10 to 15%, which is not bad, which is not a bad number to miss. Obviously, you have to work hard on this area, and trust me, most of the people will falter because they not planned their studies. And of course, the main part is a person interview, that obviously remains safe. Around 30% weightage is given to the person interview. So person interview become very very important for everyone. Yep. So if you're joining us for CET for the MDP program, everyone will go through a multiple of 2 interviews, 2 or 4 or 6, depending on which package you're buying. For example, why we need 2 interview? Because you will be giving 2 telephonic interview with the same panelist. In the first interview, he'll be a little bit more strict and try to understand what all the requirements you need or what are the improvements you need. Yeah, so he'll give you all those points, all those bad things you're doing. He will be rude, he will be straightforward at telling you all the wrong things, because obviously you need to improve them. Then he'll be taking the same interviewer again, will be taking and checking out whether you are improved on those areas or not. Fine, so this strategy works wonders when you are doing 2 interviews. In fact, even if you are joining another coaching institute, recommend them to take 2 interviews. Yep, with the same person. Now, first interview is, for example, taken today. Then after 1 week or 2 weeks, depending on how much time we have for the exam, we'll be taking the number 2 interview. Yep, that's what we'll cover in the MDP program. Yeah, at CET. And for the VAT, I'll be starting from the complete structural overview of how to structure your VAT, how to structure your RC, how to pre-plan your RC or your VAT. Fine. For example, the moment you get a topic on VAT, people start writing on the topic. Fine. And that's the biggest mistake they do. Why? Because the first thing that comes into your mind is the same thing that is coming to the everyone's mind. Yeah. So never write about the topic which come to your mind first. Are you getting what I'm saying? Fine. I'll talk about this thing in detail when you join the program, so that I can control all this part. Because trust me, it's a very very important part. Getting a written test is just one of the activities. Fine. Passing the test, getting a call is just the phase 1. Phase 2 starts now. Next is another brilliant example, which is again not very commonly used in India. It's a writer to convince the readers or believe in his opinion. Fine. For example, you have to write an essay in which you have to convince that FDI is important for India. Yep. Or you have to convince the person that roses are red. That's a abstract essay writing. Yeah. So these are the 5 type of essays which are very very common. Yeah. For the more details about the CET King MDP program, you can join us on, have details on cetking.com, or join us on 9820500380. Please call on this number to know more details about the MDP program. Alright, all the best. Thank you.